Hello everyone, and welcome back to Review Toucan, my little one. And I want to send greetings to all of you around the world. Thank you so much for always showing us love and walking alongside us. But maybe you don't know, the life of a single mother is full of worries. The thing that scares me the most is my child's safety. Little Joai has started walking now, so playful, always running and jumping. Sometimes when I watch her play on the bed, I can't help but think, what if she falls? And that's why I made a big decision. Make sure to watch until the end of the video to see what happens next. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss the latest updates. When I was working, sometimes chopping vegetables, sometimes cooking in the kitchen, one thought kept echoing in my mind. What can I do to keep my baby safe? I can't keep running around like this forever. And then I decided, no, I'll make my baby a bamboo cradle with my own hands, one that's strong and secure. I grabbed a knife and went to cut bamboo, my heart trembling with both hope and fear. Will I finish in time? Will it be strong enough to keep her safe? Thankfully, little Joai was still fast asleep. I whispered softly, "Oh, thank goodness. While you sleep, Mommy will build your cradle." But my friends, life never goes exactly the way we plan. Just when I thought everything was safe, something unexpected happened. Joai woke up, her eyes opened wide and sparkling. Her lips curled into a tiny smile as if she had just dreamed something sweet. I gently placed a small bag in her hands so she could have her own little world to play with while I turned back to my work. The bamboo pieces lay scattered on the ground. I worked hard arranging and measuring them, determined to turn them into a cradle that was spacious and sturdy, a place where Joai could crawl, roll, and reach out toward the whole sky of childhood. I bent down the smell of freshly cut bamboo, still raw and earthy. Each rough piece against my hands carried a promise. Every time I tightened a joint, it felt like adding another note to the first song of my child's life. The space around us grew quiet, only the sound of my heartbeat and Joai's soft breathing, sometimes joined by the jingling sound of her little toy bag. And then just as I was still fumbling with the work, the familiar figure of Nam appeared at the door. He had finished early, carrying a bag of groceries, the faint smell of dust and smoke from the street still clinging to him. His presence felt like a cool breeze rushing into our small room, breaking the steady rhythm of my labor. He set the bag down, his eyes pausing on the half-finished cradle. In his gaze, I caught a flicker of surprise, a touch of admiration, and a quiet warmth. In that moment, I felt small, yet strangely strong. Between the sound of bamboo rubbing together, the faint scent of fresh rice wafting from the grocery bag, and little Joai's soft babbling, a simple happiness began to spread, filling every corner of the room. Nam's arrival was like an unexpected turning point in the quiet routine of our lives. From being just one pair of thin, tired hands holding everything together, I suddenly had a steady shoulder beside me, an arm willing to share the weight. The small room seemed to grow wider, brighter, as if the sunlight itself had poured in to witness something beginning to change. Nam didn't hesitate. The office shirt he had just worn was quickly replaced by an everyday look. Sleeves rolled high, back bent, slightly eyes focused. We stood side by side, careful yet eager, planning a safety strategy. The cradle had to be placed right under the kitchen area close to where I worked, so every movement of little Joai would be within sight. and it had to be sturdy, like a tiny fortress for her childhood. I patiently explained the picture in my mind, how the wooden slats should be arranged, the spacing wide enough for air, but not enough for Zoai to slip through. Nam listened closely. Then his strong hands turned each idea into reality. The sound of nails being hammered, thunk, thunk, mingled with the jingling of Zoai's toy in the cradle, creating a lively rhythm of labor and childhood. The smell of fresh wood and bamboo dust filled the small kitchen, lingering in the air. We put all our energy into building the cradle, each bamboo slat going up like a wall of protection. When the cradle was finally flipped upright and its sturdy shape began to take form, a warm sense of trust rose in my heart. From now on, Zoai would have a safe space to grow a wooden embrace, holding her through her earliest days. But the work didn't stop there. As Nam tightened the last bamboo braces, the kitchen filled with its own kind of rhythm. Right next to the half-finished cradle, a tray of fresh vegetables lay spread out. He washed each bundle with steady hands, water splashing cool and clear. I was busy with the rice pot and the sizzling oil in the pan while he moved, quickly mixing spring rolls, the rich aroma of meat and spices filling the kitchen, the sound of the chopping board, the pots and pans and the hammer-striking nails blended into a symphony of everyday life. On one side, a small project built for a child's safety. On the other, a family meal being prepared for warmth and comfort. And in the middle of it all, I realized Nam's presence wasn't just about helping. It was about companionship, an invisible hand to hold, making me feel less alone, bringing new life and warmth into our small home. At last, the cradle was finished sturdy and neat, the result of both effort and love. Right then I carried Zoai over and placed her inside. It was her new little world, a space small in size, but full of safety and love. The moment she laughed, her eyes squinting with joy, her tiny hands waving in the air, I knew every bit of work had been worth it. That smile was like approval, like a sweet gift for both of us. Zoai bounced excitedly inside the cradle, touching the bamboo rails, rolling to one side, then popping back up to sit. The kitchen, noisy just moments before, suddenly felt calm and peaceful, because now I knew my child had a safe place to play, and I could cook, work, and live our daily moments without constant fear. The cradle isn't just wood nails and bamboo slats. It's peace of mind. It's a shield for Zoai's fragile childhood, and for me, it's a breath of fresh air, a sense of relief I hadn't felt in so long. Today, in the middle of a stormy weather and endless worries, I finally found something solid to hold on to. Lunch was simple, yet full of meaning. The rain tapped steadily outside the porch, while inside the warmth of freshly cooked food and the scent of soft rice filled the air. We sat together, sharing ordinary stories about my health after all the exhaustion, about small plans for the future, like adding another wall to the kitchen or fixing up the bathroom. These weren't fancy conversations, nothing grand, but so sincere they touched the deepest part of my heart. On that rainy day, while the storm still rumbled outside, I felt my heart quiet down with gratitude. Grateful for the little cradle, grateful for the hands that helped me, and grateful for this very moment when a mother, her child, and an unexpected companion sat together warm like a family. As the afternoon went on and the rain began to ease, Zoai's eyes grew heavy. She gently lay back in her brand new cradle, her steady breathing like a sweet lullaby. The small room fell silent. broken only by the sound of raindrops rolling off the roof. It was the perfect signal that a busy, meaningful morning had come to a close. Nam got ready to leave. I walked him to the door, still carrying the warmth of the day's emotions in my heart. The path ahead was muddy and slippery, forcing him to leave his motorbike far away and walk. His footsteps slowly disappeared into the rain, but the memory of his presence lingered in our little home, a gesture of true kindness, a heart so simple, yet so precious. The journey for me and little Zoe is surely still long, with many challenges waiting ahead. But today became a beautiful milestone. With the clumsy hands of a mother and the support of a friend, we built a small but sturdy fortress, a place where Zoe can grow up safe and carefree. The cradle isn't just an object. It's a symbol of trust and hope. It's a reminder that even in uncertain times, there are always helping hands, always hearts willing to walk beside you. And because of that, my child and I now have the strength to keep moving forward, to continue nurturing the dream of a complete home. Outside, the rain still fell, but inside my heart, a different sunrise had begun, the sunrise of gratitude and simple happiness. I believe that with love and sincerity, no hardship is impossible to overcome. Today, we finally have a safe place to keep working, to keep living together, and to nurture happiness. A new beginning has truly started right here from this little cradle.